You have people that say they don't believe in detailing. Look at this between these areas. See that? Boom. These stuff are a health hazard and they can make a vehicle smell bad or harbor insects. So we're going to get rid of that. What is this? Look at this. See this? I bet they didn't know that this was in here. I don't know what that is, but we're going to get rid of it. Dr Skrilla, you don't know, no stranger to the whole vlog world and vlog land, but we are jump right into things and I make him do the talking, as I say. And Skrilla, for those who don't know you, introduce yourself for the viewers. Alright, formal introduction. Name is Alex Lawson, founder of Dr Skrilla 876, which is a detailing company. For those of you who are not familiar with it, you'll get familiar more in the interview. Man, alright, so detailing company. Let me first jump into your background, Skrilla, in terms of detailing. Like, you know, where did this started for you and how you got into the whole detailing game? Well, originally, I grew up into cars with my dad. Grew up modifying cars and stuff like that. So the love of cars automatically came from that. However, with my detailing career, I officially started detailing in 2016, but professionally from 2018 onwards. Right. And since you started the whole professional detailing, how has that journey been for you so far? Well, I mean, the journey for me, as any other journey with any other career, it has its ups, it has its downs. But it's something I'm very passionate about. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to the future and what the future holds for me. The whole detailing game is a wide spectrum, very wide. I mean, there's a lot of things that are, you know, aligned with detailing. Tell the viewers a little bit about what areas you cover, if all, if not. Alright, cool. So with my logo, which is The Car Doctor, basically I'm a doctor for cars. So there's really no limitations as to what the doctor can do or to what the doctor can offer. I go from maintenance to paint work to interior detailing, you name it, the doctor can do it. Basically, my brand Dr Skrilla is basically a one-stop shop. So if you need paint work done, if you need an area to be restored or anything, plastic dipping, anything that you need to do, the doctor can have it done. So the doctor basically with this versatility can cover a lot of areas. Basically. Now, tell the viewers, like, I mean, as a detailer, what does an ordinary day look like for a detailer? Well, for an ordinary day for a detailer, it varies on the experience of the detailer. For me, one of the first things I look forward to is my workout. When I get up in the day, get my workout in, get my meal prep done, and then basically what I do is communicate with my customers, see what I have done for the day, and then basically just execute. How important it is for detailers to be, you know, I would use this term to say professional, because I mean, a lot of people look at detailing as, yo, it's just like another car wash guy. You know, not a lot of emphasis is placed on how professional this field can be. What would you say to persons who see detailing and not really know what it entails and how important it is to be professional in this craft? Alright, so that is something I love to do actually. I love to explain, or I love to elaborate on what detailing is about and how important detailing is. I mean, the word detail comes from the word being in-depth. So I mean, professionalism, where professionalism is concerned, another thing that is important with professionalism is your appearance, right? Especially for newer detailers that are coming up. I mean, if you want people to take you serious, then you have to have your appearance key and on point. So it's something that I think new detailers should focus on. Me coming into the game as well, as you guys can see, I wear my doctor suits. For those of you guys who follow up on my page and stuff like that, persons are like, oh, yo, why am I wearing doctor clothes? But I mean, coming into the game is what you bring. It is what you bring different to the game that makes you different. coming into the game, you know, what has been the reception overall for you in terms of new customers, existing customers who knew you from then? How has been the support been, and how do you take that as you go along in the journey?
Well, actually, I was thinking about changing careers in last year, but customers that knew me before basically just pushed me into, hey, you know, we love your customer service, you know, we think that you should, you know, start something for yourself. So I mean, I ventured off into creating my own brand. To be honest, the support from my customers and people who don't know me, people who share my stuff on social media, is just crazy. The perception in with my whole appearance, it's, you know, it's just mind blowing. Like, yo, how this youth come up with this idea of, you know, doctor and everything. So it's new, and people don't usually gravitate to things that are new, but I mean, it's different, it's fun, and also with my personality, people will gravitate to the whole movement, which I really appreciate.
Let me throw something at you, Skrilla. I mean, as a detailer, a lot of times different things come, you know, your way to get done. One of the main things when person talk about detailing, people talk about, of course, interior detailing, and popularly the paint correction game. That is a very, you know, serious situation in terms of how badly customers get their paint to before they bring it to a detailer. They wait until it's out of control. But let's just say a customer comes to you with a paint that, you know, needs attention. How do you approach this situation, and what are some of the things that you do to make sure the customer is satisfied and also leave with a knowledge that will help them to better care the car in the future?
Alright, so first, I do my thing a little bit different. So let me get more in depth. First of all, when a customer approaches me or give me a call about, hey, I need some paint correction done, the first thing I do, I set an appointment for an assessment. Now with this assessment, I educate the customer about the type of paint job, because there's different types of paint job. I might show them stuff that they didn't even recognize based on the fact that they're not in my field. So the assessment includes recommendation, also educating the customer about the paint job, and then also with the quote that I provide, it has the recommendations and everything in there. Also, I'm gonna answer your question about how do I make sure that my customer is satisfied. One of the first things I do, I ask if there's any areas that the customer would want me to focus on, because what I realized based on being in the game for a little while now, the customer is more in tune with getting something done that they came and asked you about, instead of you correcting something that they didn't even have a knowledge about. For example, if they came, for example, and they say, hey, my driver door has a scratch, when the customer comes, even though the entire car looks good, at the end of the day, they're coming to that driver door to look if that scratch is gone. If that scratch is not gone, I'm pretty sure they will be like, oh yeah, the rest of the car look good, but because you didn't focus on the area that they specifically asked you about, they tend to feel unsatisfied. So I would definitely recommend focusing on areas which the customer definitely recommends you to do. To answer your other question about the different stages, the different stage in paint correction, it depends on the type of paint job. We have so many different types of paint job. We have 3-stage, 2-stage, single-stage paint job. Single-stage paint job is basically a paint job which has color and clear mixed into it. 2-stage is the color and the clear. 3-stage, you have the base coat, the pearl, then the clear coat to protect it. So I mean, there's so much things that customers need to be educated about, and that's something I have fun doing on a day-to-day basis.
And of course, so far it seems that the detailing journey for you has been fun, and I think that's one of the first important things. You have to love it. If you don't love it, trust me, it won't be something that you'd want to continue doing. Now, how do you see Dr. Skrilla as a brand growing for you based on what you've experienced so far?
Based off what I've experienced so far, I'm more on a positive note, on a positive side as to how far the brand can grow. I really appreciate the persons, especially on social media, who continuously to share the videos that I drop on a day-to-day basis. I mean, as I said from first, the support has been tremendous. It's something I didn't really even expect, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward for a bright future, and I'm looking to grow the brand even further.
let's talk about some of the challenges that you face as a detailer. I mean, it's not all good and rosy. We all like to see the cars finish and looking great, but everything will come with ups and downs, and you know, sometimes we can't shy away from that. So what are some of the challenges that you face, and how do you go about dealing with those challenges?
One of the biggest challenges is expecting, for example, you have to expect the unexpected. In terms of, I'm mobile, so I may go on certain locations I'm not comfortable with, but I mean, in this game you have to be a soldier. You have to expect the unexpected. You have to work in conditions that, you know, you might feel uncomfortable, but you have to make it work. One of the other challenges is basically time. I'm a person of principle, so I love being on time, and customers can take that for a little bit of a granted sometimes. So that's why I have methods that a customer must follow by. It's mandatory. So we set an appointment, stuff like, you know, leaving a deposit before the appointed day, stuff like that, just to eradicate some of the struggles and some of the things that may cause an issue. So I mean, with any other business, it's a growing experience, it's a learning experience for me. So as I face a problem, what I do, I try to put in measures as a doctor to avoid that problem moving forward.
And I want to ask you, Dr. Skrilla, we know the detailing thing, but what would you say is your most favorite aspect of detailing?
Personally, that's very easy. That's a very easy question. I look forward to the end of the day when the customer comes and be like, yo, this bad, yo, respect. I look forward to when the customer reach home and they turn on the light and look back on the car and call me and be like, yo, doctor, me nah lie, this bad. That's my favorite part. Because I'm doing this for the love. It's never about, oh, how much I'm going to collect at the end of the day. I mean, I've done so much free jobs, you know, just for promotion, just out of the goodness of my heart, just for a customer's birthday, you know what I mean? So it's really for the love at the end of the day. I really love my favorite thing is when the customer comes, pick up the car and they love it. To be honest, I've had situations where customers come, they're not really satisfied, and I say, hey, you know what, the job is free, you don't have to pay $1, because at the end of the day, if my customer is not comfortable, I'm not going to be comfortable at the end of the day. So I mean, that's it for me. That's my favorite thing.
Alright, a lot of person hearing you talking about this pillar would be like, yo, I like the sound of this, I want to go into detailing. I want you to talk to this person now and tell them, what is it that they would need, the mindset, when they think about, yo, I want to be a detailer?
Alright, being a pretty straightforward person, I would say if you don't love it, stay out of the game, honestly. If you're coming into it just for the money, stay out of the game. Detailing is something you have to love. Just like any other career, if you don't love it, you're going to get frustrated. I've had days where I'm on jobs and I'm literally, man, say, yo, Jano Star, what me take up for my head? You know, but it's because of the love. I keep pushing through, pushing. So if it's not something you love, I would recommend find something that you love and stick to it. You know what I mean?
Alright. Let's just say the person loved the whole thing, that want to come into the game. What is your advice to anyone that wants to become a detailer?
My advice to anyone who wants to become a detailer, bro, if that's what you love, go off it and stay focused. You're gonna have a lot of criticisms. You're gonna have a lot of persons who feel like because they were there before you, you know, they know everything, and you know, you're probably just watching YouTube. And I would strongly recommend getting certified. I think that's the best thing you can do. Get properly educated about the topic, get properly educated about detailing, because detailing for me, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how you're measuring the chemicals, it can basically be a losing game for you. So I think you want to get certified, or even if not certified, get some professional training from true professionals that know what they're doing. Because if you don't know how to measure your tools, you measure your chemicals and stuff like that properly, it's gonna be a losing battle.
One of the most important thing I want to ask, as you mentioned about getting certified. A lot of time persons talk about journeys of success, journeys of growth in business, but one thing I always realize is that they never tell you where to go. I mean, people can always do their own research, but sometimes pointing in the right direction helps. And speaking from a local perspective in Jamaica, if somebody wants to actually get certified in Jamaica, what would you recommend as a good avenue to look at when it comes to that?
Alright, cool. So I've heard about Jagas that had a course that you can do. You can get actual certified in detailing. Also, SK Detailing and the D.O.J, we do offer classes locally. If you're looking about internationally, you have a lot of online courses that you can go, but locally, which is the easiest way, you can contact us at D.O.J, which is the Detailers of Jamaica Society, or you can contact King on Instagram, social media, or you can call the doctor himself. I've done it many times across the island. Very cheap packages, so that's something they can look into.
Touch a little bit on the Detailers of Jamaica movement and kind of break it down briefly what it is about and what it gears towards.
Alright, so the Detailers of Jamaica Society is really to bring all the detailers in and around, not only locally but the Caribbean, to just be one. You know what I mean? Communicate. If you're not sure about something, you know, you can hit us up. You can hit us up in a group. Hey, I'm short on this, I'm short on that. I have chemicals on back order. Can somebody, you know, it's just to create a uniform family, you know, so we don't fight against each other. So the D.O.J is really just to form a family, and it was also formed by King from SK Detailing, so big up to King for that as well. It's a very lovely group so far. I'm enjoying it. As you can see, we're out here, we're partnered on jobs. So if you even have a slow day, you want to come on and join, you know, you can come on and join, experience, get an extra buck, you know what I mean? So it's just a family game.
Alright, so I mean, person watching this now would be like, yo, I want to get in contact with this guy. How do customers reach you? How can they get in contact with the doctor?
Alright, if you want to get in contact with the doctor, it's easy. I'm everywhere. You can go on Instagram. It is Dr Skrilla 876, or you can follow my personal page, Dr Skrilla, or you can just type in Dr Skrilla on Google. I'm everywhere. Telegram, Instagram, everywhere. Just type in Dr Skrilla and you'll find me.
In a nutshell, in your own words, tell us what is your own interpretation when it regards to the importance of having your car properly treated and detailed by a professional detailer.
Alright, let me be real straightforward with you guys. Put it this way. Detailing is very important, just so it's important to drink water on a day-to-day basis. If you don't drink water on a day-to-day basis, then you're gonna have problems. If you have a health issue, the correct thing to do is to go to the doctor. So I mean, the doctor is a professional. So I mean, it's very important to get your car professionally done, to also maintain the value of your motor vehicle. Doesn't make any sense. You buy a car and then when you're ready to sell it, it's less than 50%. I've seen cars that I've done details on cars, and over the period of 6 months, car still looks good. You know what I mean? Put it this way. If you went to the dentist, you had a cleaning done, your mouth feel more fresh than if you didn't brush your teeth any at all. You know what I mean? So professionalism, to get your car professionally done, I mean, it's an experience. It's something I would recommend anyone to at least do one time in your life. I have customers that call me on a day-to-day basis and just thank me for just having the experience. It's an experience. It's not just about, oh yo, I'm going to spend a bag of money to clean my car. Why should I spend this bag of money? It's an experience. You know what I mean? Just like persons who are born Jamaicans, it's an experience to travel overseas. So detailing is just an experience to get your car detailed. You know what I mean?
Lovely. And Skrilla, of course, the journey has been foregoing. I mean, hearing you speaking about it, I can tell that you're passionate about it. It comes out in how you express yourself. The journey, of course, you know, going great. How would you sum up, of course, you know, persons who have influenced you in this whole journey? You know, how do you sum up this whole process so far, coming to where you are now?
I mean, some of you guys know the history, some of you guys don't, but I'm just gonna give, as I said, just sum it up. I just want to thank everybody who has helped me in my journey. You know, the do's and don'ts. I've learned a lot. Detailing is not just something that you just go and clean car. Your personality has a lot to do with it. Professionalism has a lot to do with it. Your whole behavioral pattern, how you deal with the customer, you know, your appearance, as I mentioned earlier, you know. So it's something that makes you a better person. So I just want to big up everybody. You guys watching it, you guys know yourselves, not calling any name. Big up to everybody who has made me the person I am. And I would say I'm a much better person now than probably 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? And I think it has helped me to grow my business in a positive note. So I mean, that's me summing up everything in a nutshell.
Anybody you want to send a special thank you to?
Yeah, I want to thank TWS for this vlog, for this interview. You know, bless up. K Customs, big up yourself. Every detailer, big up the D.O.J, just big up everybody. Can't call everybody name. You don't know, trying to keep it short and spicy. You see me? So just big up everybody. Big up all the followers on Instagram. Big up everybody who share the content. Just YouTube, big up. Alright, so that's it in a nutshell. Just wanna big up YouTube. Remember, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe. And here more for the hold on. Don't close the video now. Don't close it yet. Look down here, so I see a little bell. A little bell. Click the little bell there. So here I go on. Every video that upload, you're going to get it. And here I go on. If you don't want me back on the channel, you see me? Just drop some flames in the comments. You don't know banging. You don't know it's your boy Dr Skrilla. I'm out.